Hello, welcome back to my video, or welcome if you are new here. Today we are going to be talking about Crumble Cookie. They are a huge company that makes cookies, obviously, but they make 6 new flavors every single week, which is crazy to me that they do that. But yeah, so they make 6 new flavors. It causes this huge urgency and panic in people that like this sort of thing to go and buy them up. People will stand in line for literal hours. Like, look at this. This is crazy. This is just, yeah. And then there's like, I saw this one. You got new crumble cookie. This is just crazy how many people are standing in line for cookies. For a 6 pack of cookies that you definitely pay a lot of money for. Here's another one. So yeah, you are getting the idea of the line that people are waiting in to get these cookies. And when you get up there, you can get a you can get a 4 pack, or you can actually get a single for $4.49, a 4 pack for $15.99, 6 pack for $22.99, and 12 pack for $42.99. There's some other sizes, but that's like their main sizes. So those are the typical sizes that the give out. Most people buy the 6 packs. I believe that's what I see on TikTok or in Instagram and stuff. Um, which if you buy these every week, which a lot of people do, they are spending, if they buy the 6 pack, $1,195 a year on cookies. That's crazy to me. I know I say that's crazy a lot, but that is crazy. That's a lot of money to be spending on just cookies. And I don't know. I guess I just don't understand it. Maybe it's like a thing for them, but I think it just shows how um over consumerism is just like plaguing at least the United States um with this kind of stuff. I mean, this is like a ridiculous way to spend your money. I wish people would normalize just buying like one or two of the cookies and instead of watching these people eat like 6 at a time. I mean, you can buy like a new phone or most of a new phone for that amount of money every year, and it doesn't just come cheap in price. It also doesn't come cheap in calories. Um so I actually took some screenshots of the ones that are out this week. So we have the semi-sweet chocolate chunk, which they put in at, this is the 190 is what is on the cookie itself, from my understanding. Like on the menu and everything, it's 190. But the actual price in calories, for the actual amount of calories in this cookie, if you eat the entire cookie, is 760 calories. And on top of that, it's 52 grams of sugar. So that's twice as much as you're supposed to be eating in sugar, and obviously that's a lot of calories for a cookie. This Olivia Rodrigo Guts cookie is new this week, so a quarter of the cookie is 240 calories, and the whole thing is 960 calories. That's that's too many calories, and I think they've actually gotten in trouble for misleading people. Uh, So that's a thing. Like, I think there's a class action lawsuit on them about that. Like, that they have to provide the actual calorie intake for the whole cookie. Because who's eating a quarter of the cookie? Like, most people are not going to be doing that. So, anyways, this waffle one I wanted to show because it comes with a dollop of buttercream frosting served with a side of syrups. It's like, tastes like a waffle, I guess. 230 calories per quarter and 920 for the whole cookie. So, I mean, that's just a lot. So I actually calculated all the cookies for this week's box, and the entire box is 4,760 calories and 368 grams of sugar, which is equivalent to 14 days worth of sugar if you only ate the recommended 25 grams for women. I think it's 36 for men, which I did not calculate that part, but it's about, I would imagine it's about the same. It's 14 days, maybe 10 to 14 days. Um, so even if you eat one of these cookies a day, cookies in 1 week, you're still getting double the amount you're supposed to have in a week. So you're actually getting 2 weeks worth. You're never going to be ahead of that situation, and it's going to lead to a sugar addiction. Because on top of that amount of sugar that you're eating, it's also if you drink one Coke or Dr. Pepper or any soda, like a can of soda, like a can of Coke has 44 grams. I think a can of Sprite has 35 grams of sugar. So not only are you eating this every week, but you're eating normal food on top of that. Ketchup, everything has sugar in it, at least in the United States. Everything has sugar in it. So you're not just eating this, you're eating on top of this week's worth of sugar. So that could lead to a serious sugar addiction, which I have heard is like trying to get off of this right here. Um, so I don't understand. I guess I don't understand the want and why people are getting on TikTok and eating this way and like making it seem cool. And you might think to yourself, oh, people don't actually eat it all in one sitting. People don't eat it all at once. People have made a TikTok career, Instagram careers of eating the cookies all at once, like crumble cookie mukbangs, however you say that. They have made careers off of eating these all in one sitting every week. So I would hope that those people like take that into consideration when they do that, but you know a lot of mukbangers do not do that. At least the ones that I've seen. I'm not a person that watches that kind of content regularly. But there's another girl that I wanted to talk about, the jelly bean sweets, and she's one of like a perfect person to say like cuz she wasn't eating that way and then she started and she almost seems like addicted to the food and the attention. And I think that's kind of what these crumble cookie people do, and then it gets normal people like you and I to go and want to buy like buy into the hype. And it's a little misleading because you're like, oh, my favorite influencer does it, I'm gonna go eat at least a whole cookie. Like, who eats a quarter of a cookie? I don't know how big these cookies are, but anyways, we're gonna move on from that because that's the part that actually kind of bothers me with the food alone. It's just not only do they have problems elsewhere in their company, this is a huge problem with just the fact that it's so unhealthy. And I know that the thing is like they're not supposed to sit and eat them all at once. So you need to make that more aware, like the calories and stuff more aware on your board and your packaging and things. I just think long term that could lead to some serious issues, at least with addiction problems, but you could also just get diabetes. You could get, you know, weight gain and everything like that, which could lead to other problems. So just like health concerns all around for people that do the mukbangs. Moving on from the nutrition stuff, they're also being accused of having horrible working conditions. I I was looking for a few different videos, but I found this one that is pretty good. Just like kind of sums it all up. So let's just watch that.
Crumble Cookies is in trouble. The U.S. Labor Commission found after an investigation that several of their franchises had violated child labor laws, and because of this, they were fined over $60,000. Now, U.S. child labor laws say that if you are under 18, that you cannot work more than 40 hours in a given week. You also can't work after 7 p.m. unless it's during the summer when you're out of school, and they're not allowed to do any dangerous or high fashion like machinery jobs. Crumble was violating that, and therefore they were fined by the Labor Commission. Now, what's interesting about this, and this is just my theory behind it, is that Crumble obviously hires a lot of kids in high school to have as much money coming through their store. They have to keep their costs down, and it makes sense for them to hire younger people. I'm going to guess or surmise that it's probably because they've struggled hiring more people, and therefore they then just laxed and got, I guess, believe maybe they weren't going to get caught, and they totally got caught. So Crumble, clean it up. Don't violate U.S. child labor laws. And
Yeah, so that kind of sums up that there were people complaining and complaining about coming there after school and being worked like till 10 or 11 p.m., 1 a.m., sometimes on the weekends, and that most of the workers were kids. That's what I was trying to think of. And they're also getting in a lot of trouble for having raw cookies served to people, and they do it on purpose. But here's just like what I mean. Like this girl's is obviously raw. This is cake, by the way. This is a piece of cake. So I mean that's raw. This is just a crumble cookies just crumbling back into dough. Like she can form it back into raw dough. It's probably not safe to eat. There was another girl here. This one is it looks like she got one chocolate cookie, like chocolate chunk cookie. That would be so sad. I'd be so upset if my cookie was so soft it crumbled.
I cannot eat this. Dude. Oh my god, it's literally malleable. Dough. Oh my god, what? Bro, let's look at the other piece too.
Okay, so obviously that can also cause a lot of health problems like E. coli, salmonella. I don't know all the other ones, but there's quite a few things that you can get from eating raw food that is supposed to be cooked. So I just think that's a little problematic. I don't really have anything else to say. Final thoughts on that would just be gross. You shouldn't eat at Crumble Cookie, basically, is what I'm saying. If you like it, that is great. And I don't think there's anything wrong with people liking Crumble Cookie. I just think you should be more aware of what is happening at the Crumble Cookies. Maybe check your cookies before you leave the store. Because the workers have come out and said that they're told to undercook them and that they'll bake in the box. So I just think that's anyways, what do you guys think? Let me know down below, and I will catch you guys in the next one very, very soon. Bye.
Now put the cookies in the oven. Nice.
So how long do we wait for it? 30 minutes? 40 minutes?
Wait for it. The cookies are done. Take them out.
What you mean take it out? We just put them in.
And it's ready to be served.
No. It's still raw.
They're ready to be served, brother.
I can't take it out.
Take the chocolate chip cookies out, brother.
This is not chocolate chip cookies. This is a milkshake.
Take them out. They're ready to be served.
Don't do this. What do you gain from this? Oh my god.